So thank you for coming today. I hope you'll have a good time for the next 1.5 hours. My name is Mandakini. I'm really excited to get to know all of you. So I thought before we start, we do a kind of icebreaker introduction activity to get to know everyone. I mean, maybe you all know each other, but I don't know any of you. So maybe if we can get into a small circle and we can get to know one another. Okay, so let's go around the circle and everyone's gonna say their name and one thing about them that maybe you wanna share or your hobby or something you like to do, just so we know a bit about everyone. So shall we start from here? Yeah? Do you wanna tell everyone your name and so one thing about you?
Satya.
Really nice and loud.
My name is Satya.
Do you wanna say something about you? Or you don't have to, it's up to you. Okay, Garangi?
My name is Korangi Radha and my hobby is painting, drawing and studying.
My name is Tulsi and I like to play sports.
Nice. Oh, sorry.
My name is Prisha. My favorite color is blue.
Nice. Krishna? Do you want to say? No? What's your name?
No.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine. When you're ready.
My name is Shiona. I like to paint.
Very nice.
My name is Kapisha and I like to paint.
Good. You want to say your name?
My name is Achintya and that's it.
And that's it.
My name is Chaitanya and I love soccer and cricket.
My name is Krishna. I love arts, I love cricket and also to play the violin.
Nice.
My name is Ronit and I like to play cricket and play the mridanga.
Oh, good.
My name is Krishna and I like to play cricket and drums. My name is Rudranj and I like to play soccer, cricket and I like to chant.
Lovely.
Okay, thank you everyone. I'm excited to get to know a little bit about you. So now I'm going to introduce you to a book called Nimai's Adventures. Maybe some of you have it, I'm not sure, but Karangi's got it. So we're going to do a short storytelling session. So I know there's lots of different age groups here, so I hope it's fun for everyone, but we're going to try and make it fun for everyone. And we're going to actually give these letters to the pujari to offer to Lord Chaitanya in the temple. So you can write a bit about yourself, maybe a prayer you want to offer. And we're going to directly give these offerings to the pujari today. And so Mahaprabhu is actually going to read these letters. So make sure you make them super special. So we're going to be passing out papers. We're going to split into three teams. And before you split into the teams, this is what we're going to do. So based on the Nimai's appearance, the story that we read, you're each going to get into a team and put on a very short drama, a short skit about the story that you read. So someone's going to be Nimai, someone's going to be Nilambari Chakravarti. So we're going to give you around 15 minutes to practice, and then each drama should be no more than 3 minutes. Yeah? So, yeah?
Do we do it from
Yeah, so you don't have to include the mouse if you don't want to, but just the story that we read about Nimai's appearance. Haribol! So we're gonna do that. You can put the eclipse in, you can put Nimai being born under the neem tree, you can put the astrology chart. You don't have to show the mouse and the owls if you don't want to. Yeah? Yes, you can choose your groups, but just make sure they're equal. So each group should have around 12 people from what we counted. It seems to be around there. It should just be equal. So, yeah. Give it.
Who are you?
I'm Mali the mouse. Who are you?
I'm Madhu the monkey.
Where am I? What is this place?
This place is Navadvip. Are you new here?
Yes, I am.
Well, you have come
come to the right place. This place is the birthplace of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And do you want to hear the story?
Yes.
I will direct you to the owl underneath the neem tree.
Okay.
Scene 2.
Yeah.
Scene 2.
Yeah.
Scene 2.
Okay, enough. Hi, who are you? I'm Mali the mouse. Who are you? I'm Om the owl. I've come here to hear about the passing of Lady Nimai. Oh, okay. Well, sit down and don't fidget. I don't talk to students who won't pay attention. Okay. So, once upon a time in the land of Mandakini, there was an eclipse, and then a whole blanket of black covered the sky. And the residents of Navadvip were singing, Hari, 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 Hari! And then, in the age of Kali, where darkness had come, Nimai was born in Sachimata and Jagannath place under the neem tree. Hari, Hari, Hari! And then, they decided to check Nimai. They decided to check Nimai's astrology chart and took him to Sachimata's father, who was known as Nilamba Chakravarti.
Extraordinary! This is an extraordinary child.
So, Nimai was then proclaimed very special, and then the demigods came to shower flowers upon him, and he was flowered. Yeah, that's the end.
Mahaprabhu was born in an eclipse because in an eclipse time everybody chants the name of the Lord. Hari, 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 Hari. Oh, great Lord, can you please tell me how to make the chant of my dear son? This child is destined to be great. His fame will go throughout the three worlds. He is Sri Krishna himself. He will propagate Krishna consciousness throughout the whole of India.
Last activity, it's a really fun activity. I'm going to make a quick announcement. So I'm in Melbourne for a few more days, and me and a few others are doing a tour around Australia. So in a few days we'll be leaving Melbourne, but we have bought a few copies of the Nimai's Adventures book with us. There are limited copies, and we'll be leaving a few with Zarana Mataji. So if you would like a copy, it's for children around your age. It's fully illustrated about the whole of Nimai's childhood. There's over 200 pages. So if you would like a copy, you have to just come to Zarana Mataji at the end or now and fill in your name and contact details, because the amount of numbers that we get will only be leaving those books, nothing extra. So if you don't put your name, you won't get a copy, unfortunately, because we're really tight on copies. So Zarana Mataji over there in the yellow and green sari will have the paper. So if you would like a copy, let her know, and we'll be leaving those copies before we leave. So just wanted to announce that before
Can I ask
the
your
end.
parents to come back?
Yes. Today. So who knows who Nimai is? Yeah, who's Nimai?
Chaitanya Mahaprabhu?
Yeah, does everyone know who Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is? Yes. Yeah, can somebody tell me who he's an incarnation of? Yeah?
Krishna?
Yeah, he's an incarnation of Krishna. So when he was small, he was called Nimai, and he was like every one of you. He was naughty and smart and fun, and he had a really amazing childhood in a place called Navadvip. So this is a map of Navadvip that's in the book. So this was a small village in West Bengal. Does anybody know where West Bengal is? Yeah? Yeah, you went over there? Has anybody been to Navadvip, Mayapur? Yeah? Oh, wow, nice. Okay. So if you've been there, I'm sure you'll recognize some places. So even if you go there today, you can still go to Nimai's house, and you can see the Ganga where he used to go for a bath, and you can go to Advaita Acharya's house, and you can see the actual tree where he was born under. So it's a really nice place. So today we're going to be reading about one of the stories from Nimai's childhood. So the book is made in the form of, the main character is a mouse. So it's a bit different. The mouse is called Mali. So we're going to put the picture up for you to see on the screen. So this is Mali the mouse, and he's an explorer. And he's visiting Navadvip for the first time. So maybe you can all pretend you're Mali. You're going to Mayapur for the first time if you haven't been. And we're going to hear the story about Mali. So once upon a time, 500 years ago, Mali the mouse was traveling around India. He was on a journey. The mouse had climbed up icy mountains and scrambled down to cool blue rivers. He had gone to chaotic, noisy towns and quiet, serene villages. He had slept in the hot sun and the cool deserts. One day on his journey, he found himself in a small town. There were bright-colored flowers and twisting clear crystal rivers where beautiful swans swam. And sitting on the red mud were tiny thatched houses. So Mali searched around, and he wanted to find more information about his surroundings. He didn't know where he was. So he scurried into the jungle to find out more about where he was. So when he got there, he saw a big furry creature holding this yellow banana in its hand, and it started tumbling in circles on the floor before him. So the monkey stared at Mali for a very long time. He was trying to figure out who this new creature was that had entered Navadvip. "I'm Madhu the monkey," he exclaimed, looking at little Mali. "Are you new here? I think I've seen you around." The monkey then began to excitedly dance around Mali, visibly thrilled to meet somebody new. So just before I continue, I just wanted to let you know we're going to have 2 quizzes at the end of the stories. So there will be prizes, so make sure you're listening and make sure you pick up on all the small details, because there are going to be prizes for the winners. Okay, so you want a prize? Okay, you have to listen. "My name is Mali," the little mouse squeaked. "Please tell me, Madhu, what is this place called? I've never seen such a beautiful town in all my travels." Madhu the monkey began to eat the peel off the banana accidentally in his enthusiasm while he danced. "Sorry, what did you say?" he asked the mouse while scratching his head, slightly embarrassed. "I'm very hungry, so forgive me for eating." Mali repeated his question, and Madhu jumped up in excitement. "This is Navadvip," he exclaimed, with a funny expression making little Mali laugh. So now we're going to hear about what Navadvip is. "My dear Mali, this place is called Sri Navadvip Dham, and it's the most special place in the entire universe. Here, the great Lord Chaitanya was born and performed his magical childhood pastimes. When he was small, we used to call him Baby Nimai. Now that he's older and a great devotee of Lord Krishna, we call him Sri Krishna Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Come with me, Mali, and I shall tell you the story of why little Nimai appeared in Navadvip Dham. First, we shall go to the bank of the river Ganga. Full of excitement and curiosity, Mali jumped upon the back of Madhu the monkey, and together they journeyed to the banks of the river Ganga. Okay, so before we go to the next story about Nimai's appearance in Navadvip Dham, we're going to ask some questions. So what was the name of the little mouse? Oh, wow. Who met Madhu the monkey? Yeah? Mali. Yeah, good job. Okay, I don't know how we're going to pick a winner. Does anybody know, this is not part of the book, but does anybody know why Nimai was called Nimai? There's a special reason. Yeah?
Because he was born under the neem tree?
Yeah, good. He was born under the neem tree, so he was called Nimai. And does anybody remember when he was older what his full name was?
Krishna.
Yeah?
Nimai Pandit.
Close. So Nimai Pandit was when he was around a teenager, around your age. Yeah? Yeah, one more name to it.
Mahaprabhu.
Yeah, Sri Krishna Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So he has a super long name. But that was his name. Okay, what was the place where Nimai appeared? Yeah? Navadvip Dham, good. So this chapter was quite short, so I'm going to continue reading, and the next chapter is going to have a lot more questions. We have a whole list of them. So now we're going to hear about the story of why Nimai appeared in Navadvip. So this is actually a really interesting story. So me and you are born in hospitals, right? Or at home, or somewhere quite ordinary. But Nimai has a whole story behind why he appeared. So let's listen to it. So Mali's basically going around Navadvip, and he's making lots of new friends, and different animals are telling him different stories. So now we've got a different animal telling him the story about Nimai's appearance. So Mali hugged his new friend Madhu goodbye, with his tiny paws that barely reached the monkey's ankles. He then scurried down the bank across the river Ganga, eager to find the house of Jagannath Mishra and Sachi Mata. Who knows who Jagannath Mishra and Sachi Mata are? Yeah?
They're Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's mother's daughter.
Yeah. So Mali is going to see the house of Nimai. So Mali was excited to discover what he would find next about this little boy called Nimai. So the little mouse skidded over rocks, jumped over branches, and finally arrived at a little house he thought matched the description that Madhu had given him. Outside the house stood a giant neem tree. It appeared old and wise, yet had bright green leaves dancing on its branches. Suddenly, a deep voice spoke from above, and Mali craned his neck upwards to see where it was coming from. "Who are you? I have never seen you before." It was the voice of Om the owl, sitting on a branch of the neem tree. The owl had pairs of glasses on and seemed deeply absorbed in studying a book. "My friend Madhu the monkey sent me here so that you could tell me the story of how Nimai appeared in Navadvip," Mali squeaked. Hearing Nimai's name, the owl spread her fluffy white wings and flew down, landing gracefully beside the mouse. She looked Mali up and down, trying to figure him out, and said in a firm voice, "You have come to the correct place. I was sitting in this same neem tree when baby Nimai was born in this very spot. Come up the tree and listen carefully, and I will tell you the pastime of baby Nimai's appearance. I only speak to those who give me their full attention. So remember, no fidgeting while I'm talking." So Om the owl is the village teacher. So she's quite a strict owl, and she was there when Nimai was born. So she's going to tell little Mali, who doesn't know the story, about baby Nimai's appearance. So eager to hear what the owl had to say, Mali quickly climbed the tree and waited for Om to fly up and sit next to him. Once comfortably seated, Om straightened her glasses and cleared her throat to begin. Once upon a time, a few years ago, the land of Navadvip was filled with darkness. A full lunar eclipse had occurred, and so the sky was a blanket of gloom. The residents of Navadvip all gathered in the river Ganga and chanted loudly to Lord Krishna to remove the dark and scary eclipse. "Hari, Hari," they cried loudly. Can everyone say Hari, Hari?
Hari, Hari.
Can't hear you.
Hari, Hari.
Yeah, so they were saying Hari, Hari because there was this big gloomy, has anybody seen an eclipse before or been in an eclipse? Yeah? So basically the moon was covering the sun. So imagine the whole of Melbourne goes black. You're going to be kind of scared, right? And you don't know what's going on. So in those times, everybody used to gather together in the river Ganga. and they would chant to Krishna to protect them. So, please help us, Krishna. Despite the extraordinary circumstances, the people of Navadvip chanted the names of Hari. While all the people chanted in the river Ganga, Lord Krishna descended to earth as baby Nimai. He was coming to earth to save all the people from the evil age of Kali. So Kali is a really evil age. It's not as nice as the previous years when Krishna used to descend. So Mahaprabhu came to the earth to protect us all of us, from the evil age of Kali. Near Jagannath Mishra's house, Sachi Mata had just delivered a baby boy. The baby appeared under a giant neem tree whose big branches protected the little child under it. Because the child was born under this neem tree, it was decided his name would be Baby Nimai. There was also a belief by the ladies in the village that since the neem leaf is bitter, Nimai's name could have a bitter effect in keeping away all evil. So baby Nimai had golden skin and he glowed brightly. He had black curls and large lotus-like eyes. Nimai's smile shone like the sun when he heard the chanting of Hari in all directions. So it's not very often that you see a golden baby. Normally babies come out all wrinkly and red and crying, but Nimai was the most beautiful baby that anybody had ever seen. So when the neighbors and people of the town heard that Sachi Mata had just delivered her baby, they all rushed to see the newborn child. The ladies of the village held their small children in their arms and rushed to Jagannath Mishra's house in excitement. The men also left everything to go and greet baby Nimai. Beautiful demigods from the heavenly planets came down to take darshan of the newborn baby, but because of their special powers, they tricked everyone into not recognizing them. So in the picture, we can see this is Nimai being born under this neem tree, and we can see Lord Brahma, Lakshmi Devi, Lord Shiva, and all these amazing demigods showering petals on baby Nimai. So Nimai was so special that even the demigods came to see him being born. Soon after baby Nimai appeared, his grandfather, Nilambara Chakravarti, arrived to see his grandchild. Nilambara Chakravarti was the father of Sachi Mata, and was famous throughout the land as a great astrologer. Does everyone know what an astrologer is? Yeah?
Yes.
Yeah. So sometimes when a baby is born, maybe most of you have one, your parents might have gone, or baby Nimai's parents went to an astrologer so they could see the future that was planned out for him. So the astrologers check your charts and your planets, and they make something called a chart, where they see all the things that are going to happen for you, good or bad, maybe what you're going to be when you're older. So Nilambara Chakravarti, who was Nimai's grandfather, he was Sachi Mata's dad, he made a chart for Nimai. So Jagannath Mishra approached the great astrologer and asked, "Oh great personality, please make the astrological chart of our child." Nilambara Chakravarti agreed at once and sat down to create the chart of Nimai. All the people gathered around Jagannath Mishra's house waited anxiously to see what Nilambara Chakravarti had to say about the child's future. Shortly after, the great astrologer stood up. His face was glowing with happiness and his eyes sparkled with joy. Standing in front of the crowd that had gathered around the baby, he declared, "This child is extremely special. His glories will be spread throughout the universe." Hearing this good news, everyone cheered and cried happy tears. All the residents cooked a huge feast to celebrate. Puris, vegetables, pakoras, kachoris, cakes, and sweets were prepared and given to the entire town. Never before had the residents of Navadvip been so happy. Om the owl happily sighed after narrating the story to little Nimai. Mali could see a little glint of happy tears shining in her eyes behind her thick glasses. There you have it, Mali. That was the story of how our darling Nimai appeared in this special place called Navadvip. I hope you were paying attention to everything I was saying. Extremely grateful to Om, Mali thanked her over and over again, his heart dancing from the wonderful pastime he had just heard. Eager to hear more about the childhood of Nimai, Mali asked Om where he could travel to next. Just behind Nimai's house is a small garden. That is the home of Tilak the tortoise, and he will tell you the enchanting pastime of Nimai's name-giving ceremony. Run along now, I must get back to my reading. Mali excitedly hurried along to his next adventure. This place is fascinating, he thought to himself. Baby Nimai ki? Jai. So this is the story of Nimai's appearance in Navadvip. So it's quite special, isn't it? It's not really like the normal story you would hear of a baby being born. So now we're going to have a small quiz on a few of the questions that we just read about. So I'm just going to get the questions for you. Okay, are you guys ready? Yes. So we're going to start off a bit easy. Who is Mali? Yeah.
He's the mouse and the explorer.
Yeah, he's an explorer mouse. And what town did Mali arrive in? Let's pick someone we haven't picked. Yeah? Yeah, Navadweep. And why is Navadweep so special? Yeah? Do you remember why it's so special? Does anybody else know? Yeah? Yeah, Nimai was born there. And why is Nimai so special? That he made the whole town of Navadweep so special, yeah? Do you remember why Nimai is so special? Yeah? He's the incarnation of Krishna. Good. Okay. What was the name of the owl that Mali had talked to? Yeah? The owl. Good. And why was there an eclipse when Nimai appeared? Why was there an eclipse? Does anybody remember? Yeah? Sorry? It's the age of Kali. Okay. There was a special reason why there was an eclipse specifically at the time Nimai was born. Yeah, do you know? Good. So when Nimai appeared, he wanted the whole town of Navadweep to be chanting. He wanted to make sure everyone was chanting Krishna, Krishna. Remember we all chanted Hari together? So Nimai appeared and he made the whole sky black so that when he appeared, people were praying to Krishna. So even when he was just a baby, he was making everyone chant and dance already. Okay, so good. Next question. What were Nimai's parents' names? Yeah? Good. Yeah. And what was the special reason that Nimai decided to come to Earth? Why did he feel he needed to? Yeah? It was the age of Kali. And why specifically in the age of Kali? Who haven't we picked? Yeah, Garangi?
Because in the age of Kali, there was darkness spread in the whole world.
Okay, what kind of darkness? Why was the age of Kali so bad? There was darkness, good, but what kind of darkness? Yeah? Maya, yeah? So everyone knows who Maya is? Or yes. Yeah, so Maya is a really scary personality that makes us all very illusioned about what's in the material world. So instead of focusing on Krishna, sometimes, we like to go to the cinema or we like to go and have an ice cream at the shop, and that's fine. But sometimes it becomes a bit too much for some people and they forget about Krishna. So Nimai appeared so he can make sure that everybody remembers Krishna and forgets Maya. Okay, what tree was Nimai born under? Lots of hands, yeah? Yeah, the neem tree. And why were the residents of Navadweep forgetting Krishna? Why did Nimai have to appear in Navadweep? Yeah?
Because in Kali Yuga, everybody is they're just using money with Krishna.
Yeah, they're always forgetting about Krishna. It's hard to remember Krishna all day long, but they were just forgetting him completely. Does anybody know, we didn't go over this, but does anybody know the name of the devotee who called Krishna to Navadweep? Yeah? Yeah, good. Does anybody know who Advaita Acharya is? Yeah? One of you? Do you know who Advaita Acharya is? Anybody know who he is? Yes? That's close. So Lord Krishna and Radharani is actually Lord Chaitanya. Radharani and Krishna came together and Lord Chaitanya appeared. Yeah? Yeah, very good. And there's one more personality. Trick question. Yes, good job. So Advaita Acharya is an incarnation. We have a picture of Advaita Acharya. Go back. So this special personality, Advaita Acharya, he's an incarnation of Lord Mahavishnu and Lord Shiva. And he was so special that when he called Krishna to earth, Krishna came to earth specially for him. So imagine going to the temple and telling Krishna to come and appear in front of you, and he actually comes. That's how special he was. So he meditated, and that's the river Ganga. In those ages, the river Ganga was golden. So it was a really special time. So when he was praying to Lord Krishna, and Lord Krishna appeared, that's how special he was. Okay, who did Nimai's astrology chart when he was born? Yeah? Yeah? What's his grandfather's name? Anybody who hasn't got? Yeah. And which river did Advaita Acharya sit by and pray to Lord Krishna for? Yeah? The river Ganga, good. Okay, last question. Let's think of a hard one. Does anybody know, this also wasn't in the book, the name of Nimai's older brother? Yeah? Vishwarup, good. And Vishwarup, who knows who Vishwarup is? Yeah? Yeah, and who's Nityananda? Yes? Balaram. Everyone knows Balaram, right? He's Krishna's older brother, the strictest older brother. So he couldn't bear to be away from Krishna, so they appeared together. Yeah?
If Vishwarup is Nityananda Prabhu, then how is he born in Ekachakra?
So Krishna can expand as many forms. So even though Lord Balaram was also Nityananda, he was also Vishwarup because he can keep expanding. He's magical. Okay, good job, guys. So how was that? Did you like the story? Yeah. Yeah? Okay. So now, to change it up a bit, we're going to play a small game. We're going to keep the workshop themed around Mahaprabhu, Nimai. So we're going to play a game. Have you all heard of Simon Says? Yes. Yeah, so we're going to play Nimai Says, but the trick is, if I say, so Nimai says, touch your eyes, everybody touches their eyes. If I say Nimai says, touch your head, everyone touches their head. But if I say Maya says, and you touch something, you are out of the game. Okay, and the last 3 people remaining are going to win prizes. All right? Okay, so everybody stand up. Since I can't look at all of you at the same time, I'm going to have my judges, Zarana Mataji and Binoy is going to also look out, so we have eyes everywhere. Okay, you guys ready?
Yes.
Okay, Nimai says, touch your eyes. Oh, the other thing is also, if I don't say anybody says, if I just say touch your feet and you touch your feet, you're also out. So if I say Maya says and I just say touch your feet or something like that, you're also out. Does everybody get that? Yeah. Only if I say Nimai. Anything else, you're out.
Yeah, but what do we do? Do we keep it where?
Yes, you just keep it where you were before. Okay? Nimai says touch your feet. Nimai says touch your shoulders. Nimai says touch your ears. Touch your eyes. Oh, good. You did well. Okay, that was a practice round. Let's go again. Okay, now we're starting. Okay, Nimai says touch your tummy. Nimai says touch your shoulders. Then Nimai says touch your mouth. Touch your nose. Okay. So the people that are out,
Those who are out can come here. Come to me.
So in case you said Maya says or something, like do we, if we just move our hands?
you can't move anything.
Yeah, you can't.
You just have to keep it where it was. Okay. Nimai says touch your neck. Nimai says touch your ear. Nimai says touch your tilak. Maya says touch your hair. Okay, you do.
We don't have tilaks.
That's okay.
It's okay, you try your best. Come.
It's okay, we're gonna have more things to do. Okay, Nimai says touch your eyelashes. Nimai says touch your nose. Nimai says touch your eyelashes. Nimai says touch your nose. Nimai says touch your eyelashes. Maya says touch your nose. Okay, you guys are doing it. Nimai says touch your ears. Nimai says touch your tummy. Nimai says touch your feet. Touch your hair. Alright, Nimai says, are you also Okay, so whoever's left of the game, maybe we can come a bit closer? A little bit closer, not too close.
That's it. That's it.
Okay, Nimai says touch your necklace.
What?
I want a kanji mala.
Okay,
continue.
Nimai says touch your hair. Nimai says touch your eyebrows. Nimai says touch your lips. Touch your teeth.
Krishna, you're right.
Oh yeah. Then lips and then teeth so fast I was still on eyebrows.
Okay, now we're gonna go a bit faster. Ready? Nimai says touch cheeks. Nimai says touch your ears. Nimai says touch your tummy. Touch your feet.
Okay, come. It's alright. Come. That's okay. Come here.
Okay. Nimai says touch your tummy. Nimai says touch your hands. Nimai says turn around. Nimai says do a star jump.
Do a what?
Star jump.
Oh, start.
Nimai says touch the floor. Maya says turn around. Nimai says jump up. Nimai says touch your tummy. Nimai says touch your nose. Nimai says touch your eyes.
You can, of course.
Touch your mouth. Okay. Nimai says turn around. Nimai says touch the ground. Nimai says turn around. Touch the ground.
Oh, I touched the ground.
Okay. Nimai says touch your tummy. Nimai says turn around. Nimai says make a silly face. Nimai says touch the ground. Touch your tummy. Okay, we got a small group now. Okay, we're gonna go faster now. Nimai says touch the floor. Nimai says touch your shoulders. Nimai says touch the floor. Nimai says touch your shoulders. Touch the floor. Touch your shoulders. Nimai says turn around. Nimai says touch your nose. Nimai says touch your ears. Touch your hair. Good. The guys are good. Okay. Nimai says touch your eyes. Nimai says touch your nose. Nimai says touch your mouth. Touch your hair.
You moved. But you moved. Come. Get out. It's okay. You tried your best.
I always got out.
Okay, guys. Now the final. You ready?
Chaitanya's still going.
Nimai says touch your nose. Nimai says touch your ears. Nimai says touch your mouth. Nimai says touch your ears. Nimai says touch your mouth. Nimai says touch your ears. Nimai says touch your mouth. Touch your ears.
How many do we have? 1, 2, 3.
Okay. Nimai says look up. Nimai says look down. Look to your right.
Should we do 30 all winners?
Sorry?
Should we do 30 all winners? Or would you? Yeah? So how many are the winners? Put your hand up. 1, 2. You the winner? No? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Correct? 8 of you?
Okay, so since we're running out of time, you guys are all winners.
The winners come
Let's let your prize
cue.
Mataji.
Take a cue, please. Bless you. Is that all?
Karangi Dada. What is this? Karangi Dada. It's a game.